Hello, everybody. Welcome back to 2B2T. We are here with 567 people online. We've got some building to do. These windows look really nice. We've got the lower level and you can barely see it, the second level there done. We also have Narnia finished. The mod lighting, I'm not sure. I mean, I can adjust the light rays and stuff. I'll have to play around with it. But I am enjoying it. But that looks good. I was told there's another mod that makes flat art like this look a little bit better. I'll have to try it out. I was given a link to it. I'll have to check it out. But anyways, yeah, really good. We gotta work on all of the stuff in here. So I've been mining up some deep slate to do that so that we can get everything done. I've also finished copying all of our art. So while it's not up yet, we do have all of Angel's melody here ready to go. So we're going to get that in. I need to clean up the shulks for Narnia. There's still 2 copies in those shulks. So what I really want to do is I want to split it and have a copy in different shulks. So there's just, one copy here, one copy in another, and then I need to travel out to our stashes and stash them away in 2 different stashes. So that way we have copies. I mean, obviously I could always go copy it again, but my goodness, it takes forever. I'm not using a copy mod. I was, there were some people that mentioned, well, why don't you use one of the mods that copy? And so, but I don't have that. So everything I was doing was by hand, copying by hand. But that's okay. I'm good with that. It worked out well. So no complaints. It's just a lot of work. That's all. Anyways, what am I looking for? That's deep slate brick. What do I need? Oh, yeah, I need those. Didn't I put a shulk of them up here? Now, I did notice one thing with the mod, or with the shader pack that I'm using right now, is that I have Fulbright on, but the Fulbright doesn't make a difference with shadows and stuff. So, may not keep this specific mod or shader. I mean, I can change it. It's really easy. I mean, I can go back to the one that... Whoops, let's resort. No. I can go back to the original, which was Silder's that I was using, which is the fancy. And that works with the Fulbright. It still looks really good. Of course, it's more of the natural. You can see it instead of the glowing effect, but it still excuse me. Still looks really good. All right, so we need crimson. That's all we need to finish these. I'm going to get the front inside here. I got the outside built, but I need to get the inside built so that we can finalize, the walls of this section. So let's get some crimson stems. I also need to clean up this mess. All these shulks were from my work with copying copying over map arts. I probably went through, I don't know, 10 shulks of maps, stacks of blank maps. Let me get a drink. All of a sudden, I've decided to hack and cough. Maybe that'll be better. No guarantees. All right. So crafting bench. We need to do a couple things. First of all, we need some of this. We're going to do a stack of that. I want more of these. There we go. All right. We should be able to. Oh no, we need a couple of the stairs, the smooth stone stairs, because I only got 4, and that won't be enough. All right, there we go. What's in here? Why do I got a bunch of ender chests here? I don't know. Picked them up somewhere. Okay, let's get these all in place. So, yeah, what we're going to work on here is just to kind of get this mapped out, these edges taken care of, all of that good stuff. So this is inside. There's going to be an outer edge over here, which, you know, we also need to work on. Basically, we need to take this and do that so that we have that edge there. We can actually take these out. Now I did put, no, I didn't put a pillar, but I did put a thing. So there will be a smaller type of pillar here. So we'll go ahead and just edge it right so that we have it. There we go. And then what I'll work on is this section. So do we, yeah, so we're going to put this in place. And then we had these things in the smooth stone. So, all right, we'll have to work on, we'll work on the outer edge in a moment. But for now, let's get these in place. All right, and then we're going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with our pillars and, or I mean walls and stuff. All right, where's our, we don't need the rockets for now. 5, all right, cool. All right, I'm gonna assume someone is over here and I just can't see them because I don't have my map thing on. I know LZ and some of the others are online, so it's not a big deal. I'm not worried about it, although it does make me a little nervous. I guess the glitch in the shader does kind of act as a like a warning, warning, there's someone within visual range. But the proxy alert didn't go off, so I know it's an ally, so I don't have to worry about that. It's one of the team members. Otherwise, the proxy would have went off, and I would have went, oh, somebody's around. I wonder why they're, who it is, and should I be worried, and you know, all that kind of stuff. Anyways, we don't have to worry at the moment. Okay, so we do that, then we do this, and then we get this in place. And then these are these where we put in these, right? Yes. So we're going to do that, and we get this. If it is someone, then I don't see them on the setup though. They're gone, obviously. It's that they flew through really quick, but because I would have seen their highlight through the ESP. But anyways. Sometimes I get a little nervous. It's like, was it really? I mean, is it someone or no one? Should I be worried or should I not be worried? Are we about to be raided and griefed? Are they going to steal all my maps that I've got laid out and I've spent days copying? That would really kind of suck. That's why I want to get the map up, get the maps up like the Narnia, you know, and then get the shulks into stashes, so that we can, so that I have them in, I can't speak, so that I have them stashed and I don't have to panic so much. All right, so how far does this one go up? To this level right here. Okay, cool. Yep, that's right. All right. Perfect. Yep. All right, now that gets me to this level. So there is going to be a little bit of a call out here. So, not a call out, but a kind of an arch thing under this window. And I don't have, well, here we can make a crafting bench. That's not a problem. Because I need a couple of these. Of course, now I have the problem of I've got, okay, never mind. We can move things around. We got room. All right, cool. So now I can take this. So I would do that over there as well. And I can do that. And then I need to worry about this because this will be different. So I don't need to create. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do something like this. Nope. Of course, now I don't have my pickaxe here. Here, was it? Oh, okay. Well, that's not exactly what I wanted to do. Now, okay. Rockets. I should just get some scaffolding, you know? So that I can just work freely. I've got tons of it over here. I think. I used to. There's some. Is there any more? What did I do with it all? Good question. Have no idea. Oh well. But we will just nope. Do this. Need to go a little bit higher. That'll do it. So yeah, what I was thinking is I can do this like that. Except this one because this is the pillar, so we don't need to do it there. All right. So boom. All right, now how did I do the second level? Okay, I did put another stone on right here. So yeah, I don't need it, of course, on that side, but on this side, I'll want to do this. Jump up. I've got stuff in the way. I can't jump over there, but that's why we got scaffolding. There we go. All right, so we're going to do that, that, and that, which means that we'll fill that in. This is going to be like this. That's like that. That's like that. And that's like that. All right. Cool. That'll work. And then this will give me a little edge overlay because this lower section of the wall will come up from that pillar and have a glass area out there. All right. Am I not in the... Oh, I'm not. Okay. I just need to get on top. Okay, now we can continue with that there, basically. So that means on this, we want another glow light. That can be moved because this is going to be that and that. Perfect. And then that's going to be like that with this and this. This is going to be our not lodestone. Is it load? Yeah, lodestone. All right. And that's like that. And now we have How high is that? Oh, it's right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 5 more. Okay. Cool. 2, 3. 4, 5. And 5. Okay. And then we can put this in place. Now, yep, I've got another lodestone here, don't I? Alright, not a problem. There we go. Gonna have to go mine more netherite or find somebody that I can purchase some from. That might be a plan to see if I can do some sort of a trade or something. I can't see what have we got? Okay, so it's solid because that's where the arch comes up. All right, cool. So, all right, and then this is where we have this. And then what I want to do is I want to repeat that, but I don't have the materials for it. But that gets this one up. Now we can take this down and we can do the next. All right, cool. So basically that's what I'm doing is I'm just closing this out. We got this pillar. We got something here to put up all the way. The upper levels too. We've got this one, that one, and then those two as well. The edge of that one over there, which isn't done. Same thing with the edge of that one. So I'm going to work on these and get it all done, and then we'll come back. And all that'll be left for at least this whole wall will be the glass at that point, which we have sitting right over there, so we can probably do that too. Here in the middle, this will be a separate video, so somewhere like right about here, in fact on top, maybe this light, there will be a giant sword with the tip pointing down. And I don't know, the tip will be hovering just a little ways above, and it'll go all the way up so that the hilt is way up there. I'm putting it clear out here to leave room later if I want to put like a big statue behind it. But for now, we'll start on the sword because I have the supplies for that, and I know what I want it to look like. So, yeah, that's what'll go there. But that's a separate video. Anyways, we'll be right back. All right, we're back. So we have put up our designs here on all of our pillars. So we've got that done. We didn't go do the upper part because I haven't done the upper part up there either. And so I want to think about the design. And now I'm putting in the glass. I've noticed with this shader pack, the black, you can't see it. I mean, in fact, the black looks really good from just an aspect of, at least at night, of, oh, that you can see through it. I mean, yeah, it gives a little bit of a shadow there. During the day, the black is kind of like a bluish tint, which is really interesting. But anyways, that's the design. I did put in the andesite on the outside at intervals to match these. I'm thinking, in fact, here, let's take a look. If I go get the goods, I would want smooth. I'll have to combine some stuff here. And I would want polished. Should I... Because I'm wondering if I should match it on the inside. Let's build up and do a section here to see what it would look like. Oops, wrong one. Wrong way. That. Toot, 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 toot. just need to build up a little bit more just to get this section here so we can decide if this would look better. Obviously we'll fill in the bottom there, but here we go. Yeah, I think I'm going to fill it in on the inside as well. I think that'll look good. Oops. Oh, it's Mac. He's been working on some really cool stuff out at his base. We'll take a look here in a minute. But yeah, so I think I'll do that. Woo! Yeah, I've got to fix that out, figure that out. You know, I've tried everything I can think of. First, I thought it was like the anti-lithization, whatever it is, setting, and so I turned that off. Both on the shader and in my graphics card settings. I just can't figure out what it is, what is causing it, what setting. And like I mentioned, it doesn't matter what shader I use. You know, I can go in and I can switch shaders, so I can go, like, say, let's go to complementary, which is the shader I prefer. I really like the complementary shader, but same thing, you know. So it doesn't matter what it is, and I can't figure out what's causing it. Where did I put my... I must have put it in that one. Yeah, I don't know. But it's really disappointing because I was using, you know, the Bliss shader. Do I not have rockets? I must have put them somewhere, but there's some down below we can grab. But I was using the Silder shader for a long time, and others, and never had a problem, including on my previous graphics card. And the issue started... Do I have nothing to go? Oh, okay, I can. I don't want to put stuff in the chest. It started on my old graphics card. Something changed. And then, of course, I got the new graphics card, and it started. By the way, these clouds are just the shader generation. They're not the Minecraft clouds. They're turned off. Some people are worried about that. So anyways, Max over here, he's building these bridges. He's going to put arches and everything on them in between the islands. Looks really cool with what he's doing. See, he's got the design here he's putting into place and coming across. Now I know why he was trying to make or grow the wort. He wanted the bricks just like I do. I want the red bricks. You can't see it. And then he's also got this. Oh, he's got it turned off right now, it looks like. He had this on a timer to where water was pouring down bit by bit in intervals, which was pretty cool. So I like his bridge. That's a really cool idea. It's actually, I do want to do that over here in between the main structure here and where the tree build is. Winter is here at the base, and he's already started the build. So I want a couple bridges between here. I just have to figure out where, but he's already started the mega tree build. Look at this. Now I outlined it because I said, well, my idea was to have a huge tree, because up against the tree, like in this area over here, I want to put buildings. I want to put a castle that comes up and is kind of like built into the tree. And the tree itself, this is the trunk. And we're going to go up probably, I don't know, somewhere like up about here. Well, maybe a little bit lower. And branches are going to start going out. I mean, the tree's going to go to world height. That's the plan. It'll cover this entire area in shade. In fact, several branches may even reach all the way over and overlay the citadel, and that would be fine. And then have roots that come out the bottom and come down into the valley all the way to the rivers. Um, that they'll like, just punch out of the walls and stuff. That's the plan for this. So very, very excited. Looking forward to that. Um, Winter he just went to town and mapping out a tree design, which it looks really cool. So we'll go up, we'll build it up, and go from there. I gotta remind him to cap off the logs, otherwise it'll look funky. Meaning, craft 4 logs together so that you don't see the inside and you just see the bark. Anyways, yeah, exciting stuff. Our sorry, our mega build here that we've got going on. And to think too, there's that tree, and of course, we can do stuff on the inside of it. That's gonna be cool. And then there's this hall here, which is like the grand hall of the citadel. This is not even as big as the hall that will be over here in the build over there. It'll be different. It won't be rectangular like this. It'll be more, I don't know, hexagonal or octagonal or round or something like that. But it'll be even larger than this. So grand plans, we got grand plans. It's going to be fun. For now, I'm here. I'm going to be putting in the glass and putting in the goods, and I got to go craft some stuff first. Putting in these windows, I'll have to remind my team that there's going to be windows in place in all of these areas, so they'll need to fly in through the actual doors and entries so that they don't, of course right now we don't have a roof, but so they don't crash into a window and die, just not thinking that, oh, I can just fly in like before, And then they go, oh, whoops, yeah, Fusion put glass here. All right, so what was I trying to do? Let me see. I've got those. I've got these. Okay, I've got everything that I need. I'm going to need more black glass here soon. All right, well, I'm going to keep working on these, but that is the design. Looks great with the sun that's going to be setting here soon. Can't wait till I get the sword in place here in an episode coming up really soon, so that when the sun sets straight over there, the shadow of the sword will come across the entire floor. That's going to be really cool. Well, no, it won't, because that's not going to be glass. Never mind. Those two will be glass on either side. The middle's not going to be glass. It's going to be solid outside of some openings that are in these bridge areas that you see here, where there'll be a opening and a balcony lookout from that stairwell that will look out over the hall. So yeah. Anyways, I'm going to keep working on this and progress, but thank you for joining me today. We'll see you in the next episode. Take care.